Hi, in this video I'm going to talk to you about training chest but without using bench press. As important as bench press can be in a chest routine, I think it's not for everybody, and there are a lot of people out there that are benching and they're not going to get the gains they're looking for in their chests. Best case, they're not going to get the gains. Worst case, they're going to get some shoulder problems from bench pressing. So I want to show you some alternatives for targeting your chest. Bench press, as important as it is as an upper body power movement, isn't necessarily the best movement for targeting the pectoral muscles, which, let's face it, if we're training chest, yeah, we want the strength that comes from bench press, but also people want the chest development. So what you need to do is look at the functions of the chest. Yes, pressing is part of it, but that's also a shoulder and tricep dominant movement. Massive part of the chest is for bringing the arm in across the body. So in this video, I'm going to show you a couple of movements that focus on that. They're variations of stuff you've probably seen already, but they isolate a lot more, I find, and you can get that mind-muscle connection going. So, as we're going to focus on movements that are bringing the arms across the body, you'll be familiar with some of these: crossovers, pec deck, flies. They're all this type of movement. The only issue I've seen with this is people will tend to do these towards the end of a session, not really prioritise them as far as intensity goes. They'll stretch out at the end of a nice pump or something, but they've done their pressing, they've done their incline press, they've done their flat press, and the dumbbell press, what types of pressing they're doing, and then they're zoned out a little bit. For me, what I would like to do is show you that you should prioritise these movements. If you're not getting the development you want from pressing, you have to focus your attention on alternatives. And these squeezing movements are, I think, a valid alternative. This is not to say you shouldn't do any form of pressing. Of course, pressing is important, but maybe not the focus cornerstone of your chest training routine. So what we're going to do is prioritise the squeezing type movements. By doing that, we're going to bring them earlier in the session, possibly even the first exercise you do. The intensity will increase, the volume will increase. You will feel these a lot more. If you're doing bench press and not getting the development you want, there's a reason. The leverages aren't working out for you. The squeezing movements, done with intensity, done with focus, done with a mind-muscle connection, are going to set your chest on fire, and you will see results. So with that in mind, I'm going to show you 3 exercises. One is a press variant, it's a squeeze and a press with dumbbells, and the other 2 are this movement across the body for squeezing. Okay, first movement. It's a crossover variant, but it's a single arm crossover. You're used to seeing people do these or doing these yourselves in the gym, and like this. It's great, but the single arm gives you some benefits over that. Well, 2 main benefits are, we're talking about the function of the chest. We want to bring it in and we want to squeeze. Now, if you're doing a regular crossover, you're squeezing and you're stopping generally about here. We want to increase that contraction. And by doing that, to do that, we're going to use a single arm so we can come close to the body but come in also and maximize the contraction you're going to get there. So you'll set up your handle as you would as you were doing crossovers. I mean, some gyms have you can adjust the height of that, and I like to do it sometimes where the handle will be set up so it's in line with my chest and my shoulders, so I'll be coming in like this. But I'm at home and it's only a high pulley I have here, which is fine, it does the job just as well, but it's just a personal preference. So it's all set up, I've got the handle here, and stand, so at full stretch, I'm controlling the weight, it's not on the stack, so there's always tension on the muscle. And literally, you're going to bring the weight across, and as you see there, is where you would normally stop. But this one, you want to continue and squeeze. Feel that there. So you come out, get your full stretch, and squeeze. Maximum contraction. You're going to feel that contraction more than you would if you're stopping here. There's so much more going on. Additional benefit is you get a little bit of core workout as well because you're stabilising yourself. And that's it. So you want to come across and squeeze, maybe a little twist to get that contraction, nice stretch. Something else to bear in mind for that movement, you could use resistance bands. Gym's too busy, equipment's in use, you're at home, you fancy a chest pump, you're on a holiday, get your resistance band, wrap it around some object that's not going to move around when you start pulling on it. And the same movement. Nice stretch and across and squeeze. Ooh, yeah. Always have resistance bands. They give you so many options. But you see the principle there. It's the same movement. Okay, so continuing with the theme of the squeezing movements, we're going to do a cable fly, but again, one-armed. It'll speak for itself. I'll show you now. Have a bench side on to the pulley. You can see the setup there. Come down, so your arm, you see, it's not right. There we go. Yeah, in line with the pulley now. Now don't hold on to yourself with this arm. Keep this arm free. And again, take the weight, the strain, and up and squeeze across the body. And that's, you're getting the contraction, you're getting the stretch. Your body, again, the core is working slightly to keep you from moving too much with the weight. And the chest is continually working, and you can focus on it. Flip round, same thing for this side, and that's no one in the bag. Okay, so let's do the squeezing movements, the across the body and the contraction of the chest. Now I'm going to show you its press, but still maintaining that squeeze in mind. I've got 2 dumbbells here. Let's get started on them. Now, ideally, you will have a gym that has hex dumbbells and they'll be rubber, and you can squeeze them together, because the movement for this dumbbell press variation is you have the dumbbells together and they are squeezed together throughout the whole. You're pushing them together and you're going to come up, push, squeeze, and you feel that squeeze, and then down, and then you're squeezing the whole time. And push them together, push them, squeeze, squeeze. Now you see the foam there. These are old metal discs, and if I try and push them together, they're going to slip. They're going to do that. The foam keeps them gripping. As I was saying, if you have rubber hex dumbbells in your gym, they're ideal. The flat sides, you can really squeeze them together, because the squeeze is what's important about this, or it just becomes another variation on dumbbell press. So you've got to focus on what the chest is doing. Force the dumbbells together throughout the up and down the whole movement. And that will really, really stimulate the chest muscles, the pectorals, more than just a standard press. So there you go. That's my take on training chest, focusing on the squeeze, focusing on the bringing the arms across the body function of the chest is really going to target those muscles, and they are going to respond. They have to respond. They will respond. Bench press, as good and a valuable exercise as it is, isn't always the right exercise for training your pecs. You're just not always going to target them or isolate them in the right way. Those movements I showed you, I just showed you how to do them. You have to bring the intensity as well. You have to take it till it hurts and it hurts and it hurts. And that really will, it's going to give you the chest you're looking for. I guarantee it. Give it a go.